type of racist statements. And obviously, ladies and gentlemen, things are only going to get worse from here. And everybody's kind of forgotten about the wars because Obama's in and he's continuing the torture, everything else. Mike Rivero, straight ahead. We'll be right back.
We all know that the Berkey water purification systems are the most trusted name in water filtration. As an authorized Berkey dealer for over 4 years and serving thousands of satisfied customers, the Berkey Guy offers amazing specials for Berkey water systems. The revolutionary Berkey light systems include a set of self-sterilizing and re-cleanable black purification elements that purify water by removing chlorine, pathogenic bacteria, cysts, and parasites to non-detectable levels, and removes harmful chemicals such as herbicides and pesticides. Order the Berkey light system today, complete with 2 black Berkey elements for only $209, and the Berkey Guy will include 3 Sport Berkey water bottles and ship everything to you free of charge. That's right, 3 Sport Berkey water bottles and free shipping, an $87 value, yours free, but only for a limited time. Just call the Berkey Guy at 1-877-886-3653 now to order. That's 1-877-886-3653, or order online now at GoBerkey.com. That's GoBerkey.com today.
Jim Newcomer with Midas Resources, talking today about change. Not the change we were promised by President Obama, but the reality that we must face in these changing economic times. With our national debt currently exceeding $12.5 trillion and our unfunded liabilities totaling over $107 trillion, the value of the U.S. dollar continues its slide into oblivion. There's still time to ensure your financial security with precious metals, but you need to act today. Call me, Jim Newcomer, at 800-686-2237, extension 104, and we can explore how Midas Resources can help you secure your financial future. With our government continuing to find new ways to spend our money at the expense of our children and grandchildren, there's still time to acquire a true hedge against inflation with precious metals. Call me, Jim Newcomer, at 800-686-2237, extension 104, and we'll discuss how you can take physical possession or convert your IRA into precious metals before it's too late. 800-686-2237, extension 104, and make the commitment today to retain the security you worked a lifetime to establish.
One major world crisis away from having a totalitarian type of system.
The main event is the wholesale destruction of the world economy.
The push for every nation on the globe to identify and number all of its citizens.
Friends, I hope that you will order Shadow Government from Infowars.com. We also have some specials where you can get some of our other films half price when you order Shadow Government. A new level in production quality and in information. It exposes how a cashless society, surveillance beast grid of total control is being put into place. This film needs to be seen. Everybody needs to get it. So order yours today. Show it to your friends, your family, your church, your neighbors, your boss, your employees. Shadow Government, ladies and gentlemen. Get your copy at Infowars.com today. Shadow Government. It gives Big Brother a black eye. Available at Infowars.com or by calling toll-free 888-253-3139.
Oh, my sinuses. They feel like they'll explode.
Sinus pressure, sinus headaches that keep you up at night. You've struggled for years. You've tried everything to get relief, but your sinus distress just keeps coming back and robbing you of the healthy life you deserve. Sound familiar? Well, you're not alone. Statistics show that 37 million Americans suffer from sinus distress. Fact is, 67 products merely treat the symptoms and don't get to the cause of your sinus problem. Now there's a solution that's safe and doctor recommended. Sinofresh Homeopathic Antiseptic Nasal Spray. It's the only patent-protected nasal product that antiseptically eliminates the known causes of your sinusitis. No alcohol, no rebound congestion, no drug interactions, and easy to use. Don't go another day just treating symptoms. Take control of your sinus health now and get Sinofresh Homeopathic Antiseptic Nasal Spray and get the relief you deserve. Go to buysinofresh.com. That's B-U-Y, Sinofresh.com. Or call 888-906-3636. Breathe easy. Breathe free. Get Sinofresh today. It works.
There was still some looting going on when we arrived. And when we came across soldiers, they didn't seem sure of their role.
That child don't need to be here. You know what school is? Okay, that's what he need to be doing, not following you.
We filmed these GIs after they caught a group of Iraqis stealing wood.
We try to stop them from looting, they don't understand, so we'll take their car and we'll crush it. United States Army, tankers, whore. That's what you get when you loot.
Later, the car's owner told us, I'm a taxi driver. The car was my livelihood.
Now, see, the issue here is they find a guy with some wood he's gotten out of a field. I've watched the whole Frontline piece. This is what they're cooking their food with. And they say, no, this is how we win your hearts and minds. You were caught getting some wood. We're now going to shoot your car up and laugh, then run over it back and forth with a $2 million tank that could damage the tank, and then laugh at you. They laugh. It's an enjoyment. They kill dogs. It's an enjoyment. Mike Rivero.
Yeah, it is not an image that we, the American taxpayers, want to see out in the world, because we pay for it all. And ultimately, in theory, we're responsible. These these troops are the public face of America, and we're all being told that we're bringing democracy to these people, that we're there, that they're supposed to be welcoming us with flowers, and then we get this slap in the face that our troops are behaving just like the Nazis in occupied territory. And, you know, years from now, I'm sure they'll be making movies about the American troops, and they'll be portrayed on the screen the way we now portray the Nazis, as these inhuman monsters that take incredible delight in what they're doing. And by the way, as a little historical footnote, the Nazis were real big on drugging their troops as well. They were using more natural chemicals like St. John's wort and valerian root. They were giving their troops this stuff.
Oh, they were giving them. They were also giving them anabolic steroids.
And methadone was invented by the Nazis, I understand, as a battlefield drug to make them stronger, more fearless, to see better in the dark, and to basically feel no inhibitions whatsoever about going out and doing what they were doing to the targeted populations. So we're following along in a very ignoble tradition, if you will. And with regard to this targeting of reporters, I was thinking during the break, back during the initial invasion of Iraq in 2003, where the journalists were all put in this one hotel in Baghdad, and I remember this video where this tank across the block, this traffic circle, literally turned and shelled the hotel where the press was located, and there were signs identifying that this was the media center and everything. And, you know, afterwards, you know, the military was making jokes about it and said, well, I had my finger on the trigger, and they had a big sign saying press. So, and, you know, aha, and very, very funny. But yeah, even back then, the military were killing the reporters. They didn't want them around to see. Well,
there was a London Guardian article where the reporter was with the Marines, and they got a .50 caliber rifle in Basra, and this woman's walking with children in her hands, leading them, and they said, look at that bleeper, called her a name, and they placed bets, and it was 1,000 yards away on whether they could blow her head off. Then they blow her head off, and they have a big celebration, and then back at base, the reporter confronts them, and a bunch of Marines chant, we love killing kids. And it turns out the Marines now have a chant about go out in the school ground, let the little bastards gather around, mow them down, you know, throw the candy on the ground, watch the little bleepers gather around, then mow them down. I mean, this is demonic. I mean, they might as well start wearing devil horns or something.
Yeah, absolutely. And it again, this is not the image of the war that we're being fed here at home, where, you know, our troops are really good guys and they're being welcomed and everybody loves them and we only ever target the bad guys. And yet we're seeing from all of these various theaters, whether it's Pakistan or wherever, that the U.S. government is killing 40, 50 non-combatant civilians for every one suspected terrorist. And again, we don't really know if there was anybody there that needed, you know, that justified that kind of an attack.
Plus, we're invading them. They weren't involved in 9/11. No one even says that now. But what about all the cases where they go into a family, rape them, and then kill everybody to cover it up?
And then dig the bullets out, which we're getting another report about that in Afghanistan.
Yeah, in fact, I forgot to get that and send it to you. A New York Times, Pentagon admits cover-up in Village Massacre. So that's there. And then Pat Tillman. Pat Tillman was going to come home and expose the whole war as a fraud, so they fragged him. They murdered him. Mike